it's a Wendy, aka Kitty Street. Welcome back to another video. And I hope everybody is doing fantastic. And I'm not going to dilly-dally because I got a lot of stuff to show you. This is part 2 of an Ollie's haul that I went to with Mom. If you didn't see part 1, which was done on Mondays with Mom yesterday, or whenever you're watching this video, go check out the playlist with my Mondays with Mom. Yes, she actually had some stuff to show you that she got from Ollie's because she also got a coupon just like I did. Now, this isn't the coupon, but we get a coupon for whatever reason. I think it's like customer appreciation or whatever, and it gives you 15% off of your total. And OMG, I had so much stuff. It was a really winter chicken dinner kind of day with the things that I was really looking for and trying to find, you know, for the holiday, for Christmas and gifts and things like that, plus for my own home. And I just wanted to do a part 2. It was just easier because a lot of this stuff was heavy and I just wanted to do it right where I set it down. And here we are. So like, share, comment. Definitely, if you're new, thank you for checking out the channel today. I hope you will click that subscribe bell. And I don't say this enough, but thank you to all my diehard subscribers. I know you're watching this because you always watch videos that you may not even have stores in your state. I don't know if you have an Ollie's. I hope that you do. If you do, I'm going to encourage you. If you they have a flyer that comes out and it tells you all the things that they have. If there's something like, if you need house shoes, or you want a space heater, or you want, you know, some kitchen tools or whatever, they usually have all the discounts, and then you can go with a coupon and save. Now, you know, I don't go every month. I wish I could, but I would get in a lot of trouble. I'd be buying too much stuff. But like I said in the previous video, sometimes I'll go and I might buy 1 or 2 things, and then my mom or whoever I'm with might buy, you know, like I've got here today, tons of stuff, but you can't see it yet, but it's coming. Here's the receipt just to tell you how much it was, and it's a lot, and I'm gonna go through it. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm not gonna really read from the receipt unless I just don't remember pricing. Everything that I'm gonna show you when I tell you the price, because they do have the stickers on them, was 15% off. And I found some really, you know, things that I felt that were going to be useful, or like I said, I could give them out as gifts, or they were gonna be something that I really was in the market to buying. Okay, where do I wanna start? I think I'm gonna start with the Christmassy stuff, and then I'll end with the real big stuff. But yes, I was checking out the Christmas section at, you know, the books, because if you know anything about Ollie's, when you walk into the store, well, usually, at least the ones in Georgia, I don't know about other states, but when you walk in, they got several aisles of nothing but books. But I was in the book section and I was like, do I need any more books? I got so many books. I need to you know, get rid of some of them that I don't really need anymore, because I have a lot of self-help books. I've got a lot of cookbooks. I got a lot of diet books. I have a lot of every kind of book, and I have a lot of fictional books too. But I'm glad I went down that section for many reasons, because I found a couple of things. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about here is this book right here. So I am a sucker for anything with the Harry Potter. And if you've been watching me, you already know this. You already know. This is called Christmas at Hogwarts, and I know that I've been gifted several Christmas at Hogwarts books, but they're the bigger ones. This one is the smaller one, and the reason why I picked it out was because I thought I could display this on a little easel, and the other bigger ones I can put like on a bookshelf, because I have this dream of making me a Harry Potter room with just, you know, I don't want it to be like you threw up Harry Potter, but it's probably going to be like you threw up Harry Potter everywhere. But I want it to be strategic, and I want it to be magical and whimsical and, you know, lovely. And I've decided that it will be used as a guest room for my guests if they come over and need to stay over overnight, and also as a place that I will have like a desk, and I can write out letters and, you know, do my correspondence. I'm not going to do bills in there, but I will do some letters and correspondence, because I love still to send things through snail mail. Anyway, I digress. So this was $4.99, and of course it was 15% off. And guys, I tell you what, I'm just a sucker for the scenes in Harry Potter, the Yuletide ball. These are really illustrated well. They've got little pullouts and things like that. And I will sit, when I'm really just, you know, fiending over some Harry Potter stuff, I'll go get some of these books and I'll flip through them. And you guys have been awesome. I mean, just, I don't even know what this is. It's some kind of thing inside here. It looks like a castle. I cannot wait to play around with this. This is the picture of the Yuletide ball where Hermione has on her famous pink dress, and she's so beautiful. And I just love it. And I purchased this for myself. This was like an early birthday gift to me. Like, I need another Harry Potter book, but I wanted it and I got it. Another book that I purchased, and I got this for a reason, well, for a couple reasons, because it was nostalgic and vintage looking. It was a Merry Christmas to You, and it was only $2.99. And normally these books would be like $1.99, but they increase the price everywhere you go. So it was $2.99 with 15% off. But the thing about it, and I will be, you know, showing this to, you know, my grandson. I'll probably read it to him or whatever. But when you see the little story, it actually has like scenes from the movie or the era. And I'll give you an example. Like this one has, it's that magical time when snowflakes flutter. And this was from the Maccabees Green Suspenders of 1952. Can you see that in fine print? It's real little down at the bottom. You probably can't see that. Let me get back here to the middle where this, and I guess it's going like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I don't know. Okay, here's this one. Wrap your scarf tight. It says, wrap your scarf tight, dearie. It's cold outside. And this was from the Davy Deer's New Red Scarf of 1966. And I was just flipping through it. I'm like, I just love these, and they're so vintage. I just do. Let me get another one here that's a little bit here. This is oh, what fun it is to make sweet gingerbread tonight. And this is from The Ginger Man from 1965. And I was just like, it just was amazing. And it's one of those, you know, it's a thick book. I don't know if it's a golden book. I don't think it says vintage. And it does say vintage storybook. I guess that's why I say it's vintage. Have yourself a cozy vintage Christmas. And it just says vintage. I don't know who it's made by. But, you know, for, a couple bucks, it's okay. Let me read one more just for the sake of saying. It says, up on the rooftop, who could it be? And this is from The Night Before Christmas, a visit from St. Nicholas, 1950. I thought they had some like 80s and 90s, but maybe I just didn't look at that. So it just gives you all these vintage things, and it just brings back nostalgia from movies that I've watched and things like that. I really, really do love it. Yes, I went ahead and bought it for $2.99, and I am going to put that in my grandson's collection that, you know, we can kind of look at, but it'll stay at Glamma's house. Okay, all right, I did pick up some Christmas cards. Now, I am the biggest procrastinator. I had actually, I tried several times to buy some Christmas cards, but I kept getting postcards. And I like the postcards, but you know, at Christmas, sometimes I'll put like a little sticker or a little inspirational note or something, and you can't do that on a postcard. So I said to myself, it's almost Christmas. You need to buy some Christmas cards because I know I'm going to be receiving them, and I like to send them right back out. And Christmas cards, the bulk packs are just non-existent. I can't find them. You can find one here, one there for $1.50 on up to $7.99. But I don't want to do that. I wanted to buy the bulk. So I found this one, which I really did kind of like it. It's got that, and I'm sorry about, I'm in my kitchen because like I said, I'm trying to get this stuff moved as quick as possible, and I didn't want to drag it everywhere because it was a lot. But bear with me on this. It is a cute little Santa, chubby cheeks and that white beard, and it just says Christmas greetings, and this is 36 luxury foiled lined envelope. So, you know, maybe one of you guys out there might get one of these. And how much was 36 cards? And I don't know if that's even a good deal. I'm trying to think, $4.99 for, you know, 36 cards. I mean, it's better than paying $1.25 for one card or $2 for 50 cents. And it is Christmas, and it's luxury lined. So I said, okay, so it was, you know, $3 or something because it was the 15% off, and it's really, really heavy. They had another one. No, they didn't have another one of that one with the 36 in it, but they had some like with 20 and 12, but they were just as much as that one, like $3.99, $4.99. So I said, let me just get that one. But that's the only one I could find with 36. But I did find the smaller size, excuse me, and it's a variety pack. That one Santa Claus is one picture all throughout the whole 36. But this is a 40 count value assortment of 5 designs each. And these are the 5 designs. And it might be better to see them here on the back. And of course, you see the price here for 40 of them was $4.99. So, you know, it's a little bit, you know, $3 or something with the 15% off. And I just feel like the reds and the greens, you know, that's Christmas to me. And it's always gonna be Christmas to me. We can do all kinds of other colors, but those are Christmas colors. And yeah, 40 of those. So one of you might get one of those. You never know. Okay. Then I did purchase, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you this one so I can kind of move it out of the way because it's massive. And I thought long and hard about it. Ooh, I'm gonna drop it. This is Marvel. I'm trying to see that glare. And it is massive. And the reason why, I know Marvel stuff can run pricey. And I thought, you know, I don't even know if I'm going to give this to my grandson this year or not, because I think he needs to be maybe even a couple of years older. But I'm just like, heck, the way prices are going, I was going to see what age it starts. If I don't buy it now, it'll be $12, $14, $15. And I did Google it, and it was like $14.99 at one place, I think, on Amazon. I don't even see what age group it starts, but it is an advent calendar. It's the Marvel Storybook Collection advent calendar, and you have 24 little books, and they're all about superheroes. And you guys already know my grandson he thinks he's Spider-Man. It's like probably all 4 or 5 year old little kids, little girls and boys, thinks that they are. But there's different ones. And, you know, I grew up watching these. I actually loved Superman, Batman, Aquaman, you name it. I watched them, and they were pretty cool. So I wanted to, you know, go ahead and get the collection, because this is something that I started to do as soon as I could, you know, I've always read to my grandson, but sometimes like with my son, I would actually get these kind of books and I'd have him read to me, and it helps him learn to grasp, you know, words faster and things like that when it's something that they're interested in. And that's the concept. And guys, this was $7.99, yeah, with the 15% off. And I just was like, this is huge. And I haven't, you know, decided, okay, here it says 3 and up, which I may go ahead and give it to him, but this is going to stay at Glamma's house as well. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to hold on to it, you know, maybe till next year when he's 5. I don't know. I mean, he's really into Marvel. He's into a lot of things, but he's really into Marvel. I'm just telling you, that Spider-Man thing. Yeah. So now let's get into some more things that when I say nostalgia, it's nostalgia. So one of my favorite, no, it's not one of my favorites. It's one of the Christmas movies that I watch every year, and I cry my eyes out every year. And it's getting harder and harder and harder. And I have it on DVD, or is it VHS? I got it somewhere on one of those, but you know, who has a VH player anymore? You probably don't even know what a video recorder player is, or a DVD. I mean, I have a Blu-ray, but I don't even know where those things are, because you can stream and you usually can find everything. But nowadays you have to pay for it, especially these kind of movies. Used to, they would be always free, and you know, every year I never had a problem hunting this movie down. But last year I almost missed it because I couldn't, you know, I didn't want to pay $4.99 to watch it one time. I'm like, it's somewhere free. And eventually it came up. And what movie am I talking about as I'm rambling on here? It's A Wonderful Life. And I'm sorry about that glare, guys. I really am. Now, this may look cartoony. You know, it's a children's book. I'm 110% sure it is. But it's the 75th anniversary of It's a Wonderful Life. What? That is the quarter quell, if you know what I'm talking about from Hunger Games. I mean, come on, it's a long time that this movie has been going around. this movie has been out, and I just couldn't believe it. I have a bell as well, but I wanted another one, and it has, you know, this little thing on the back. But every year, you know, at the end of the movie, I know I don't have it there, but every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. And it's just a storybook and ornament. It's a storybook and ornament gift set, and it was $4.99. And I wanted to buy multiple ones and give them out, but then I thought, I don't know, you know, if everybody loves It's a Wonderful Life as much as I do, because, you know, a lot of people will, you know, watch Elf, or they'll watch, you know, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or they'll watch, you know, the Santa Claus movies. But this one for me happens every year, and I just love it. I mean, I still love it after all these years, and I still cry. And I just think that was a marvelous price of $4.99. And from that, then I did splurge and bought 3 of these. And it was just because I was trying to rack in my brain, like, who likes this character? Who likes this character? And I get so many people saying, oh, I love this, or my daughter loves that, or my kids love that, or I don't even know what you're talking about. But I do know there's a couple people who love Harry Potter as much as me. So this next thing I was blown away by, and it's another advent calendar. And it's gorgeous, guys. This is beautiful. This is Hedwig. What does it say right here? It says 24 removable ornaments. It has a pop-up like a tree. I'll show you here in the back. It's from the films of Harry Potter, the Hedwig pop-up advent calendar. And then, you know, it's got the picture right here on the back. And what I can't get over, these things were $4.99. With the 15% off, but down here on the tag, is it not on this one? Of course it won't be on this one. Nope, not on this. It was on one of these two. So I bought a total of 3, okay, because I'm going to gift 2 of them out in friend mail. But I was looking at something and it caught my eye, and I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, here it is. It says retails in the US for $45, and in Canada, $60. Woo! So I'm not saying, you know, I don't know if people have paid 45 bucks or 60 bucks for something like this. It is very weighty. It's not, you know, and it doesn't feel, you know, like when I go to DD's and I had got an advent calendar, it felt, you know, like lightweight, like it's going to be, you know, chintzy. This feels very weighty, and I love Hedwig. Oh my gosh. This is such a beautiful, you know, pet, if you want to call it that. That's Harry Potter's bird, his owl. And I just love this whole scene, and I love the tree that you make with all the ornaments. So yeah, I bought 3 of these for $4.99 with the 15% off, which made it like $3 and some change. That's why I like you guys. For $3 and some change, right? So I really feel like, you know, when you guys mention to me that you like something as much as I do, and I remember it, you know, I'm gonna have to share the love when I find things at this price, because this is phenomenal, and I just love it. And it's, you know, one of them things that I will put in my Harry Potter room, and, you know, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's all I gotta say. So the next thing I want to show you is this right here, and it never fails, guys. I'm gonna have to tell you a story. This is probably gonna be a hashtag chatty video. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just want to talk and explain why I do what I do. You probably do that too with your family members. If you had a YouTube channel and you were an influencer, you would probably be doing this as well, I would think. Because there is some reasoning behind my madness, right? I just am a born shopper, and it's not like I'm just wanting to shop. But when you need stuff and you know you're gonna find it at a better deal at certain places, you're gonna go there frequently. So, a year ago, oh my gosh, it's been a whole year. This is how bad I procrastinate, guys. My daughter last year gave me a ring, which I specifically, not a ring like this kind of ring, it was a Ring doorbell, but also the Ring one that goes over your garage. And I procrastinated about putting the thing up. And I was like, I don't know where my drill is. I don't know where it's at. I put it somewhere. I have no clue where the thing is. I hid it from myself. Comment if you hide stuff from yourself, and then get frustrated because when you need it, you can't get your hands on it. So right before I went on my cruise, I wanted to have at least the doorbell ringer one on, and the garage one's still sitting in the box. Oh, yes. Big procrastinator, I know. I'm trying to figure it out and not do this because I'm going to get in trouble one day. I did this like Black Friday last year. I bought a computer. I didn't even take it out of the box till 6 months later. And, you know, if something was wrong with it, it would have been, you know, I couldn't have got my money back. I just would have been tough out of luck. So I've got to get better with that. That's my goal in 2026. But long story short, I wanted that Ring camera up. So when I went out of the, you know, out of the state and traveled on a cruise on a big boat, guys, that I would be able to see, you know, if my packages were being delivered, which honestly, I really kind of held off ordering stuff, which kind of got me in the end, because that meant when I did get back and tried to order stuff, it was coming late, and it was kind of messing up my schedule. But anyhow, I just wanted to make sure I could, you know, if something came, I could text my daughter and say, get that off the porch or whatever. And when I went to go put the thing up, I looked for the drill high and low to the point that I actually got mad at myself. I'm like, this is it. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm sick and tired of, you know, needing something. So I went and found some command strips and I stuck it on there, which I'm kind of glad, because I don't know if I want to actually drill into the siding. You know, I just had my house painted a little bit, you know, earlier in the year, and I'm going to enjoy it. But I did put the command strip, so if I want to take it off, I can just pull the thing down until I can, you know, find my drill and get it done professionally, because I don't want to do it myself. And then I'm also going to, you know, need the drill to put on the one on the garage. And the reason why I want one on the garage and one on my front door is because sometimes people will come in the neighborhood and, you know, or like the mail will be coming, or the garbage people will be coming. And I'm always hearing things. I hear things all the time, but I work from home part of the time, and then I go in the office some of the times. But when I'm working from home, I have those blackout drapes, is that what you call it? And they don't have any sounds. And I have to do that too, because I get distracted. If I had the windows wide open, I'd be the, you know, nosy neighbor looking at everything, and, you know, every little thing, every little sound, I'm always like, what is that? What is that? And then on a break, I'll go look and there's nothing there. So I thought I'm going to need a Ring camera so I can see things outside when, you know, something's being dropped off, or it's something, you know, like my mail's there or the trash man's come. I don't know. I wanted a Ring. My daughter got me one, and now I needed to get it put up. So when I was at Ollie's, I said all that to say this. Oh, sometimes I just don't know how I manage. I saw this drill, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's a good one or not. I just know I needed a drill because I couldn't find mine. So this is Brookstone power drill. It's a 24-bit. Do I want to open it up? If I can get it open real quick and not have to take any hard time undoing stuff, I'll do it right quick and show you. Yeah, I think this slides on off. It was, you know, it says lightweight. It has a battery pack, which, you know, I love things that have a battery pack. It's just easier for me to charge something up and go for it. It's pretty sturdy. It's got the Brookstone on it here. And I needed a drill, so I bought one. Okay, so here's what it looks like as far as the picture on this part with the instructions. It has some kind of little thing right there. Is this the drill bits behind here? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what it looks like there. Let me push this a little bit so you guys can see that. And then on this side is the actual drill. That's something's rolling in there. That might be the battery pack or something. I don't know what that is, but I'll have to look at it. But here's the actual drill. Oh, that's pretty heavy. And then here's the charger to it. That's pretty much, I guess, the battery pack. But anyway, I needed a drill because I couldn't find mine. And that's why I know things have got to change, because I'm buying things a second time because I can't find the things that I bought the first time. And that's why I got to get organized, and it's got to happen. I can't do this anymore. It really just frustrated me so bad. And to top it all, you know, I came home dropped everything in the floor. And, you know, a few days later, we did Mondays with Mom video with her stuff from Ollie's. I was pulling out my Christmas items for, you know, I'm trying to do the theme that I want to do this year for Christmas. And you know what I found, right? My drill. My pink drill that actually, you know, it's nice, but this one looks, you know, just as nice. I mean, now I got 2 drills. But I'm probably going to gift this one to someone because the price of it was just too good to be true. Now, I don't know if it's a good one. Brookstone, I have used that brand before. So the battery pack goes in here. You're going to pop it in. It's got 2 little pieces here on the side when you want to pop it off. And, of course, to charge it, where's that charger? In here. This just plugs in the wall, and you would probably pop it in. Plug it in to charge it, but it is charged because it's making noise. So I don't know what all this is, and I really like it. I'm not kidding you, but I need to be careful with this. Is there a lock to lock it? No, that doesn't. I don't know what this is, but it looks pretty snazzy. But yeah, you plug it in some kind of way to charge it up, but it came already charged. And what I wanted to tell you guys is this was $20. Now, you know, that's what I call a Black Friday deal for me. And I didn't go on Black Friday, but I went the week before. I'm going to say the same thing. It was me shopping around the Black Friday holiday. And, you know, for all of the things you're getting, it's LED working light for safety use, fast charging, long-lasting battery life. It's lightweight, which I guess it is pretty lightweight. Not really, it is kind of heavy, but not as heavy as some of them can be. And that matters when you're doing a lot of, you know, use with it. The drill bits holders are included. It has a carrying case, a charger, and 24-bit attachments. And then, of course, the power drill, which is 27 pieces for, you know, probably about $18 and some change after the 15% off it that I've found. And I'm going to stick everything in there, and that's where it's going to stay, hopefully, and I won't have to go through that problem again. I mean, seriously, that really kind of just put a damper on everything. I was just like, I'm gonna have to, and I didn't mean to go buy a drill, you know, right then. It just was sitting there waiting for me to come by and pick it up. And I've used, like I said, that brand before. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, moving right along. I did find some little cute things that I want to give. I'm thinking about doing these for Christmas gag gifts, or I might just give them out as real gifts. But what are they? They are travel blankets by Lumi, and it says with a foot pouch. Okay, never in my life have I heard of anything like that. This is a beautiful kind of green color. It does have the little holder here. I'm going to open up one of them. It has a little thing here that you can clip on it. But when I travel by car, I guess you could do it if you're traveling by, you know, plane or whatever. I like to have a blanket and sometimes even a pillow. I don't know. It's just me, my smell, things from my, you know, home. When I bring it to travel, it's just, you know, it just makes me happy. But folding up blankets and all that stuff can be, you know, a chore. So when I saw these, I was like, and I only saw these 2 colors. There might have been a blue one, but I wanted this one for me because it's purple. This is going to be my traveling one. And I'm either going to give this at our Christmas party as one of the, I call them gag gifts, or a gift, you know, for people to win. Or I'm going to gift it to one of my kids, maybe my daughter for gifted, give it to her for Christmas. So we're going to open this one up because this one I already kind of pulled apart. So it has a little snap because I wanted to check it out before I bought it. And you basically pull it out of the pouch like that. And it opens up. I don't know. I'll look in a minute at the dimensions, but it's pretty big. I mean, it's not wide, but it's pretty long, okay? And then I don't know what all this is. Is it just... I don't know. I guess they just have that like a little... Oh, I know what it is. This is where you put your feet. So basically this would be at the bottom. You would just kind of put it around you, and you can stick your doggone feet in here. And I don't know if any of you, raise your hand if you ever have cold feet. I've seen in the wintertime sometimes, and other times too. I will sometimes have the cold feet. And I've never seen nothing like this. Okay, this snaps. There's a snap there, I think. Or maybe not. Let me not pull it right away. But let me see what the dimensions are, and then I'll tell you what the price was. Okay, size. I mean, you know, we're starting up here from that, and, you know, you kind of got this much for the feet, and then it goes, and then you go again. So I'm going to say it's, you know, as good as any of those 50 by 60 throws, and it's very soft. And it's compactable, right? Now, the trick is, can I get it back into this way it was without, you know, and make it fit? That's always the trick. You can always pull something out, but can you put it back in? And I don't know how they had it, so I'm probably not going to be putting it back in as easy as that. But I'm going to try for you guys on the camera. It looks like you just kind of stick the ends in those little feet parts that are originally for, thinking I'm almost got it in there. So, I mean, of course it could be a little bit flatter, but the handle is right here, and you basically just kind of squash it in. You know, you don't have to do it. I thought you had to fold it, and I was sitting here messing with it. So I put you guys on pause, and then I realized, oh, I just got to pull it in like that and then snap it. And even if it doesn't find its way to snap, because I don't even see the other snap. So I found the snap, and let's see if I can snap it. And I'm just so proud of myself. I can't believe it, because usually I can't get anything back. You know, could it be a little bit neater? Absolutely. But for time purposes, for me just doing it for the first time, I'm okay with that. And this would be, you know, compact to throw in your trunk, or, you know, maybe in your suitcase if you're flying. I think that it was pretty doggone good. And what I really liked about it, guys, $5.99 with the 15% off. And it's by that, you know, name brand Lumi. I just thought it was really nice, a travel blanket with a foot pouch. And I had to have one. And it's in one of my favorite colors, the lilac. And then the green one, you know, is pretty too. 99 cents, I think that's a pretty doggone good deal. Okay, we're going to start moving it along. I do have several bigger items that are starting to come in here, but I want to, you know, show you a few little things first. I did find me a couple of these rugs. These are going to go by my toilet because they're, you know, on the smaller size. This is by Canon. It's a plush bath, and it's 17 by 24. And guys, when I say it's hard for me to find, well, I can find these little rugs. They're the smaller ones. But the price of them, I mean, something like this, usually like at Walmart or somewhere, it could be like $9.99, $12.99. You know, you could probably find some on a good day. So I got that one, and I also got a darker gray one. And the reason why I'm kind of keeping with the grays is because I've got that, you know, it's not linoleum. I've got that flooring that's got the marble in it that's, you know, white with the marble streaks of gray. And I will be using these and switching them out periodically. And this one's also 17 by 24, and it's by a different brand called Dover Collection by Dan River. And, you know, it's got the good backing on it back here, and the other one had a good backing on it, and that's something that I really, really want. So when I'm getting out of the bathtub, or the shower, I'll have something. And I just like the fluffy ones, and I liked the sizes of them. So I picked up two more of these. I have a dark gray one right now. I don't know where I got it from, that I have in my bathroom. And when I see them at the prices that I saw these, I snatch them up because I know I'm going to use them. So this one was $4.99, and I want to say this one was $4.99, or maybe it was $3.99. I did find a white one. Well, it was more like a cream color. Yeah, this one's $4.92. That cream color one was probably the $3.99 one, $3.99. But it was, I said, I'm not going to get that one for that area because, you know, the traffic, we go in there using the restroom and getting in and out of the shower would probably get it dirty real fast. But $4.99 with the 15% off made it $3 and some change. This, to me, the quality of these are pretty decent, and I picked them up, and I will put them away in my closet until, you know, I want to switch it out. I'm probably going to use this lighter one here for the shower curtain that I just bought at DD's for Christmas. I've been looking for like a little red one, but I can't find one, not this size. Not this size, and not for the price I want to pay. I mean, I would pay $6.99 for one, but when you start getting to $10 and $15 for a rug, I have to call it I have to make a decision, right? There's just too much other stuff to buy, okay? All right, so this next item is very random, but I know I've already put out the video that I showed the towel warmer, and I looked high and low for a second one of these because the towel warmer that I showed that I'm going to be giving to my daughter for Christmas, one of them anyway, you can put up to 2 towels. And I just like the white towels. You can put any color you want in there, but I just am thinking about those white ones that I bought from Ollies the last time I did an Ollies haul. If you haven't checked out those, you need to look at that video. I got some wonderful white towels that, you know, nobody will touch, especially my son, because they're white. And I'm like, I'm going to always buy white towels. I'm never buying another color ever. And this is 100% cotton. It's by the Pure Collection Bath Sheet. So it is massive. Let me see if it's got the sizes on here. I have the dimensions on here, which is weird, but it is huge. It is a bath sheet. It goes and goes and goes. It's like I could pull this up 4 different times. And I'm literally thinking about, this might be, you know, enough to put just 1 towel in the warmer because it's so massive. And I wanted to, you know, with the towel warmer, I wanted to give her some nice towels. And I just picked this one up. And I actually am going to try to find another one. But we can start off with this one. At least I can put it with that one for Christmas. This will be hers. I don't know if she's, you know, going to do white towels for her, you know, when she... I don't know what color towels she actually uses, but the white ones just look like a spa. You know, when you go to the spa, you mostly get those beautiful white, crisp towels that look so clean. And, you know, Ollie's has got some great, great towels. So, yes. Now, how much was this one? It was $7, which is still a fabulous deal with 15% off. And I don't know this brand, Pure Collection, but it looks like it's going to be a very, this is like a hotel quality luxury towel. And this is going to go in her towel warmer. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say a towel warmer, you got to go check out my Temu playlist. I mean, they've got everything. But we're not talking about Temu. We're talking about Ollie's, which Ollie's is pretty super cool in my book. Okay. This next item, I'm going to try to pull it up here. The last haul I did, not the one with Mondays with Mom like yesterday, but before that, or a couple of them, my mom bought some stuff, but she never did haul anything. And one of the last things she bought at Ollie's was this right here. And she put it outside her front door. And then when I saw it, and it, you know, it's heavy. This is very heavy. I was like, I wish you would have got 2 of them because we have 2 doors in the back, and I've got like some little tiny dinky rug that blows off every time it gets, you know, heavy winds. And when I saw this, I said, is that the exact same one you got, you know, in front of your house, which helps, you know, keep those leaves and stuff from walking in the house? And she's like, yes. And I said, I'm going to pick this up. Now, I was trying to find the price. Oh, here it is on this side, of course, the side that I didn't turn over. This thing is heavy, and it does its job. It's by Mohawk, and it just says it's a 23 by 35 inch doormat, and it was $11.99 with the 15% off, which made it like 10 bucks. Oh, that thing is heavy. So, you know, now I got matching ones on the back. It will stay there. I'm not going to worry about it, you know, flipping and flopping. Now, this next item, I was so hopeful, but I'm going to have to do some measuring. I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put this at because it's just too nice for me to take back, and I got a great price on it. Matter of fact, it was one of the things that I thought was going to be a lot more than what it rang up to be because it didn't have a price tag on it. And it's one of those, it's like a runner. Okay, and this is half of it. I'm not going to pull the whole thing out because I can't. It's just too long. But when I put it in my haul, which is where I want it to be, it's not long enough. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I need something in the haul for now because I do need to get my carpets replaced. And I'm not sure. I mean, I'm thinking I'm still going to put carpet in, but I may go to the hard floor route and, you know, just put these down. But I was thinking it would be something that would help, you know, what I got now. I just got hodgepodge things in there. But this is what it has as far as like, you know, who it's by and the dimensions. Let me see if I can tell you the dimensions. But it didn't have a price on it. It just had a barcode. It's by Brindle, or excuse me, Allen and Roth. It's 100% polyester, which I don't care. We're going to be walking on it. I loved this pattern. And I have a lot of browns in this house because it's an older house, and I've always just had the brown stuff around all the frames and the baseboards and, you know, things like that. So I just went ahead and rolled with it, and I thought it was going to work good in that area. But it's just a little, it looks lost. Like I need to have another. I need to have like two. But of course, and I thought, you know, and I looked for another one because I would have bought two, especially for the price I'm about to tell you what it was. But they didn't have another one that was this one. And I was, you know how you get set on something and you just want what you want. And I could, you know, go on there. I don't know if they sell things on the website like they do at other stores, but I might can check that out, or I might can go to another Ollies up the road because there's several of them, you know, about 15, probably about, there's a couple of them that are about like 30 miles from me that I might go check it out. But it's always a hit or miss at those stores. So you never know what you're going to find. That's why I say if you find something you want, you need to pick it up right then because it won't be there when you go back. Now, I thought that rug, and I had it in the cart to ask them how much it was. I was not sure that I was going to buy it because I thought it was $49.99. And if it was $49.99, I don't care if it was 15% off. That was still too much for me to pay for that. And when the lady went to go, you know, the manager looked it up, she said it was $25.49. So $25.49 with a discount, which they called it a 15% off holiday mailer, was $4.50. So 20 bucks, 21 bucks. And it's beautiful. And I will find a home for it. I don't know where yet, but it's going to go somewhere. I'm going to make it work because it was just so nice. I just loved it. Okay, keeping in tune with, you know, carpet. I always look at the carpet and I just go in that back area where they have all those doormats and things like that. It's massive. If you've not been in Ollie's, you're missing out. They have just nice things, and like I said, I'm keeping in kind of tuned with the neutrals and kind of browns and beiges because that's what I have in my house. But they have everything: grays, blues. They even have purple. They have the green stuff you put out in the you know, patio stuff that looks like grass. This one I bought that could be a runner, but it's not long. It's not as long as that one. The dimensions on this one, I don't think I told you dimensions on that one, it should be right here on the front. So took a long time picking these out. Of course, it's not going to tell me what it is. It's a 48 by 72 fireside. And this is a more durable thing. It may work at some part, and it is that kind of brown kind of look, and it, you know, will definitely won't let you track it onto carpet. But when I do get new carpet, I'm going to have to figure out some other kind of, you know, nice decor rug that's going to work. This was $14.97. Is it not on here? Oh yeah, it was $14.97. It was $14.99. 15% off, so that makes it, you know, like 12 bucks, right, for a carpet that I desperately need right now because I want to get carpet. I will get carpet at some point, but it's going to be when I've, you know, settled down and figured out what color scheme I want to go with. In the meanwhile, I did find this bad boy, which I'm going to be putting in my sunroom, which is AKA my grandson's kind of playroom. Right now I have something similar to this, which is like a blue, and it's okay, but it don't match anything. I got it, I think, at Ollie's, probably for, you know, about 12 bucks with another coupon at one point or another. But I'm going to take that one and move it downstairs because the carpet downstairs in the rooms I haven't changed out are like a bluey gray color, and it just will look better down there, and I need it. This one is the color of my carpet here, but you know, it's just the carpet I have here is like came with the house. It's like 20, 30 years old probably. I mean, I don't know. It's been here as long as I've been here. So it's just that kind of, you know, I won't call it even a commercial grade beige, but I wish my carpets were this clean looking, because even no matter how much I clean it, it's just that they're worn, and they've been worn. They've had the wear and tear. They've been worn. This is a 5x7. And it was $18.99, and of course with the 15% off, it brought it down to like 15, 16 bucks. And I'm gonna put that blue one downstairs, and I'm gonna move this one in there. Now, it's probably gonna get dirtier quicker because my grandson's in and out and he runs around, but I have been kind of teaching him to just take his shoes off, and he has a place to put them, so he knows what he's supposed to do. And if you can do that, I think that'll last for a while, and it just will look better. It'll kind of, you know, be uniform throughout the house, because that blue carpet's been driving me nuts. Okay, let me show you this, and then I'll show you the last thing there, and then we'll be wrapping up this video. I told you guys it was going to be a chatty video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Now, if you watched Mondays with Mom, you know me and her think alike, and we did get a couple of things alike, and I wanted this the first time I seen it because my new bathroom, I need a Swiffer mop. I need something that, you know, I can use and keep in there. This is what I'm going to use it for. I have a small one that I bought somewhere that it just wasn't doing the job. This one's battery operated. It comes with some starter cleaner and a couple of those mop head thingies, I guess what I call it. And it's just, like I said, battery operated. And it's just, you know, something I think is going to do wonders for me. It's for vinyl tile and laminate, and it says cuts through 100% dirt. Let's hope so. And then it even gives you instructions to use it. And I haven't broke this bad boy out, but it's about to happen. Never owned a Swiffer in my life, but I have heard good things about it. So comment, let me know if you have one, and you know, if there's anything I have to, you know, figure out to use this bad boy. The cost was, you know, in my opinion, pretty good. It was $19.99. I don't know if that's, you know, good or bad. 15% off, which made it, you know, let me just tell you what it made it, because I'm curious to know how much that one came off. So it says Swiffer PowerMop. It came out to be total $16.99. It took off $3 off the price. So $16.99. You know, we're gonna try it. Hopefully it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And I love that it's purple too. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna just show you this. This is actually a mirror. And at first, I was gonna give this to my son. I'm not gonna put the whole thing in there because you can see my whole back. Can you see all that stuff I got over there in the background? Had gone to the beach. I haven't even pulled that down yet. But it's a Mainstay, and I know that that's a Walmart brand. And you can kind of see the picture in there from right here. And this is massive heavy. Of course, this is the back of it. It has the hardware here to hang it up. And I'm going to tell you right now, I was shocked at the price of this. Full-length mirror, 17 by 53. Guys, it was $9.99 with the 15% off. And it is nice. It goes up and up and up and up and up. There's a hole in it. And I think I'm going to keep it, and it goes all the way up. It's a huge mirror. I'm thinking seriously about keeping it for myself and putting it in my bathroom in, you know, the closet area, because it's long. I have a square one, but I might move that to another room. Like I've always wanted that square one that's in there now in my office, because that's the colors I want to do. It's like white, silver with touches of black. This one I think would look better in there, but the only thing is I kind of wanted something blingy bling, so I'll have to let my son look at it. I didn't buy but one because, again, I don't know if this is his kind of thing, but I liked the way that this frame is around it, because I've seen these at Garden Ridge, or it's now called At Home. I always say Garden Ridge because that's what I know it at. Where else did I see it? I think I saw it at Ross, maybe. Simpler ones that didn't even look good. And even my daughter said, you know, you can get a better one for, you know, a better price. They were like $19.99. And I'm like, this is $9.99 and it's nice. So if it stays here or it goes to my son, regardless, it's going to have some use. I think that's a real good deal. I like the price of it, so I picked that bad boy up. All right. Long video, I know, isn't it great? I haven't really done a super long video like this in quite a while. Hung out to the end because I know it was a pretty lengthy video today, which I haven't really been doing real long ones for some reason, but today I had some time and I'm just like, you know, wanting to talk to you guys. But if you did hang out to this point, go ahead and put in the comments coupon, because those coupons, they do make a difference. Now, I'm going to tell you, I did spend more than I wanted to, but I got things that I thought, you know, were gonna, you know, be good for me in my house. And it was like $271. And then after everything was said and done with this, the 15% off, it came out to be $190.70. Do you see how far that dropped down? Now, did I, you know, could have put back a couple of things? Probably. But if I would have bought these at regular price anywhere else, I wouldn't have bought them because I wouldn't have paid that much money for them. But I felt like this was the time to do some bigger items that I've been, you know, looking and trying to find, and finally found them at Ollie's. So yeah, winter chicken dinner. I love these kind of, you know, days when I find good deals. And I can't wait to put them out throughout the house and utilize them. Thank you guys so much for just, you know, listening to me talk, showing you the things that I'm finding. I really appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And I'm going to wrap up the video here, and I'm going to prepare to bring you some more videos in the future. So like, share, comment, and if you are new, thank you so much for, you know, watching the video. I hope it's enough to get you to subscribe. It's totally free. And all you that always watch, you know, even if you don't have these stores in your neck of the woods, you are truly my besties, because I know you're doing it because, you know, you're supporting me and my dream. With that said, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.